Class participation is something that's required every week of the course. This video will go over the requirements of class participation and how to get started. Each week of the course, it's important that you meet the weekly participation requirements. Each week, you are required to post 8 different posts over 3 different days within our discussions. There are several ways you can meet the participation requirements. Here's an example. You could post 3 posts on Tuesday, 3 posts on Wednesday, and 2 posts on Friday. You've participated on 3 different days, and you've posted 8 different times. Another example is you could post 1 post on Tuesday, 1 post on Friday, and 6 posts on Sunday. Again, you've participated on 3 different days throughout the week, and you've posted at least 8 times. Another example is you could post 1 post on Tuesday, 1 post on Wednesday, 1 post on Thursday, and 5 posts on Sunday. You've participated on at least 3 different days, and you've posted 8 different posts. You can participate every day of the week, but you have to participate at least 3 different days, and you have to post a minimum of at least 8 substantive posts. As you're becoming familiar with the online classroom, you might be asking yourself, where do I post? Where do I participate in these discussions? Well, all discussion participation must be posted under required learning activities, recommended learning activities, or assignments. There's lots of other areas that you can post within the classroom, but they won't count towards your participation grade. So when you're working towards participating in discussions, make sure that you post under required learning activities, recommended learning activities, or assignments. When you're working toward meeting your participation requirement each week, it's important to remember class messages and private messages do not count toward participation credit. So if you post something in the class message area or you send me a private message, that's great, but these don't count towards your participation credit. In order to earn participation credit, each of your posts must be substantive. You might be asking yourself, what does that mean? Some examples of how to make your post substantive are to share your thoughts and experiences related to weekly materials. Discuss ways you can apply the lessons from the class in your work and educational life. Make connections between the topics at hand and the readings in the text. Provide examples to support your ideas. Make sure you go beyond "I agree" to build the discussion. Review topics with new perspectives. Show reflection, including questions to promote additional discussion. And make sure you use correct grammar and spelling. In the online classroom, you can track your participation to make sure you're on track to meeting the participation requirements each week. As I read your posts, I will be marking each of your posts with a green S or a purple U. If your post is marked with a green S, this means that your post met the substantive requirements and will be counted toward your participation credit for the week. If your post is marked with a purple U, this means that the post does not count toward your participation requirement for the week. Your post was not substantive. A purple U does not count against you. It simply does not count toward your 1 of 8 required posts each week. As you review your posts, if you have 8 green S's over 3 different days, you've met the participation requirement for the week. You can track how many of your posts have been marked with a green S by clicking on the weekly tabs located on your class homepage. Next, scroll down and click on Week 1 Participation. On the next screen, click on the tab that says Participation. You will see a chart that shows you how many of your posts have been marked with a green S or a purple U. I mark posts as soon as I read them. If a post is not marked, I have not read it yet. After you've watched the video, How to Participate in Discussions, you can begin participating in the discussions to start meeting the participation requirement for this week. You'll scroll to the bottom of your screen underneath the video, and you'll click on the link that I've posted already called Discussion Requirements. This is a message that's already posted in the classroom, and it's ready for you to respond to. You'll read the question, Hello class, after watching the video, click on the reply arrow and share something you've learned. It's really important that you always click on the reply arrow rather than new message. If you create a new message, it posts a new message that's not within the same discussion. When you click reply, it's going to post your message underneath my question, and it keeps our discussions more organized and easier to follow. So please always click on reply. After you click on reply, it's going to open a response box. You can change the subject line if you'd like, or leave it discussion requirements since that's what we're talking about. You'll make sure your cursor is in the window and you'll type your response in the window. Here's an example of a post that I would mark as substantive because it meets the substantive requirement. Hi classmates, after watching the video, I have learned that you must post 8 substantive comments over 3 different days. I can meet the participation requirement by posting 2 posts on Wednesday, 3 posts on Thursday, and 3 posts on Sunday. It is also important to make sure my posts meet the substantive requirement. I can do this by sharing a personal experience or something I've learned from the course text and ensuring my post is more than 1 or 2 sentences long. How will you ensure your post meets the substantive requirement each week? After you've proofread your response to make sure that you haven't included any errors and that your response is clear, you're going to click on Post. And that will post your message right underneath my question in the classroom. I hope this video helped you feel more comfortable participating in discussions and meeting the weekly participation requirements. It's time to get started. Post your first discussion response. But remember, only posts in required learning activities, recommended learning activities, and assignments count towards participation credit each week. And don't forget, you have to post at least 8 different messages over 3 different days.